all your toys in the room. Stop. Pick up these toys. I had to go get my Palo Santo, right? Okay. You guys, welcome back. Welcome to another reading, right? I definitely had to get on here. I had time to think and feel what I needed to feel, right? After countless amount of dreams, countless amount of readings, and getting back in nature. I've been seeing a lot of stuff coming past my path, right? That let me know repercussions. I should have named it repercussions and fucking reparations, right? Let's get into it because we are not distracted at this time. We are not distracted at this time. Anybody who's meant to come across this video, this reading today, will come in, right? And we're manifesting. The tongue is very powerful. So at this time, we're manifesting. We're the ones calling judgment, right? So let me just clear my space. I got the lavender. Lavender is very calming. So anytime we speak about, because my ancestors, like I say all the time, and yours as well, you got some that is love and light, and most of them don't fucking play, especially because of what they dealt with in their lifetime, right? While they were on this earth. So I brought the lavender water out because, like I said, anytime, I should have got the essential oil. Anytime we talk about reparations, it comes with pain. Anytime you can't mention reward without the struggle, right? Before then. So let's get into it. What I was picking up on, you see how all of the world seem like it's falling the fuck apart, right? It's not by coincidence. It's not by chance. It's not by fucking, ooh, it just happens, right? Things are happening for a reason in the world. And we're being called as melanated people, right? Because last time I checked, this shirt is black and I am brown. I am golden, right? Golden hue. Sun-kissed, right? And so are you. It doesn't matter which shade. Black is this, right? This is from the pits of hell black. We aren't this. But that's labels at the end of the day. We know what it is. We are the people of the sun. We are the people of the earth, right? And beyond. When we die, we go back and come back again, right? So what I was picking up on is things aren't just happening just cause, right? It's happening for our good. Remember, on a worldwide scale, welcome everyone. Towers must happen for justice to be served. Towers must happen for truth to be brought to light, right? While they sit there and tell us, because this is for melanated people only, while they sit there and tell us to forget about stuff, right? Forgive and forget. Those aren't what our ancestors are telling us. Why are our ancestors and our spirit guides and the nature, right? Nature above all is telling us do the opposite of what the world is trying to tell us. They trying to tell us put our blinders back on. They trying to say go back into illusions, right? And get with the program. The program is done, right? The sooner they just haven't caught up yet. We caught on, right? We're being guided to ignore what the fuck is going on. And why do you see a lot of our people, like I said, some will be casualties, some will be victims, right? But it's the majority that will survive and will be able to reap these reparations. Oh yeah, we're doing it for all of us now, right? Because they couldn't, some people pass the torch. That's what you do, right? We're all here for each other, not for our own purpose. The purpose of us going inward is so we can be better for each other, right? As a whole. And when I say us, I mean us, melanated folks, right? This isn't a racist rant. This is just truth, right? This is messages I've been picking up on. This is stinging them as we speak, right? The universe is pouring alcohol on the moon. I'm not sure. I try to speak in layman's terms so people can understand, because I know how it sounds in my head. I know how it sounds in my spirit, right? And I know how I heard it. But let's get into this message, right? You have lost things. Yeah, and so we talking about, and it's crazy because this isn't even for. I'm picking up like this isn't for the audience that watches me or people that come in here. This is just for people who need to hear it, right? But I'm mainly channeling ancestors. Anytime I channel them, it just be, it don't be depressing. It make me angry. If anything, it makes me a mix of emotions: anger, fucking sadness, regret, all of this, right? That we take our opportunities for waste. Some people, we walk through life sleep and we don't realize what they went through. They had to be tortured and all of this shit for us to be able to run and speak our truth freely, and yet we still aren't able fully, right? Because we are censored. We are told how they could go far but not this far, right? The sky is the limit for you guys. The sky is the limit. It's funny because I said it in that a lot of people are having epiphanies and awaken. What did you just take? Are having epiphanies and awakenings about their ancestors in particular, right? And what they had to go through. People are becoming more aware that they're being watched, right? That paranoia they feel is not for no reason. It's the spiritual realm. And they're trying to get all of our attentions at this time. They don't want to abandon us. They don't want us to be left in the wind. They don't want us to be casualties. They want us to see what the fuck is going on, right? Not be a part of it. I seen detour, and this is definitely past energy. So I'm giving ancient past. You know, before kings and queens, as well as soon as we were part. We are the world, right? We are this world that people live in. We are the air. We are the sun. We are the water. We're a part of Earth. Why do you think when we die we decompose and turn it? We go right back to where we came from. So because we are the world and people have tainted it and tarnished it, nature has to heal itself. But they'll be forced so it can be healthy again. Because I seen healthy. They'll be forced to watch us reap the rewards that our ancestors were supposed to get. Because we are our ancestors, just in different forms, right? It was somebody once in this world that spoke like me, that moved like me, that spoke like you, that moved like you. It's just up for you to remember. And that's the path to self-awareness, right? Realizing isn't just you just popped up one day. Realizing you come back every time for specific reasons until they get it, until they get it, until they get it. And they haven't gotten it yet, right? Our people naturally were abundant people. Anything we touch multiplied. Anything we touch turned to gold. It grew. I'm hearing foreigners. It's not the foreigners you think. The foreigners or the people from the fucking Caucasus Mountains. Those are the real foreigners. The defects, right? And it's going to sound real racist, but it is what it is, right? The truth hurts. It stings. We are what they call it, not, I was about thinking off bread. You know, when you have like a mutation or something in an insect or even the human body, a mutation, it comes out a little different. People are having these awareness and awakenings that they are meant for more. They are on this earth for more, right? Not just to go what the government tells them or what they fucking neighbor tells them. It don't matter if they look like them or not. We're here to spread love, but we're unable to do that the way that God wants us to. We're not unable to be loving light, right? Till its full extent. We're unable to be our highest self in the world we live in. So that must be corrected. I'm picking up on somebody who's getting in tune with their spirituality. This is somebody who once didn't really take it as like a daily ritual or routine. Like they didn't pray, they didn't fast, they didn't meditate, right? All of these things go into your spirituality. So somebody out there is getting more in tune with self, and that's a good thing. Your ancestors are pushing you to keep going down that path. You want the right path, right? One step at a time, though. It's not a race, because they want you to understand it, right? So that when you blossom into the best version you could be, because we can't, like I said, fully ascend the way we're supposed to because of the world and how tainted and tarnished it is, right? And how much pain still embodies us. But your highest self, as high as you can be, right? As aware as you can be. Somebody is definitely, we spoke about epiphany. Somebody's definitely having a sudden change, epiphany, surprise, upheaval, transformation. So I'm picking up on some. You may be going through the dark night of the soul. Who I'm speaking to now, you know when you're going through the dark night of the soul, when your whole world starts to fucking crumble before your eyes. The things you used to entertain or used to get your attention no longer does. It's like the curtains were lifted up, right? And you may be scaring this shit out yourself because it's like, how the fuck, like, yeah, it was time. It was time for this to happen, right? It was time for you to make healthy choices. It was time for you to go inward in love and in life. You realize people that partnerships, relationships you were connected to were not serving you. They were just mere distractions, right? Like we go back to melanated people, the sun people, right? The earth, we are the earth. They may look like you, but they dropped their torch or they just ain't picked theirs up yet, right? They had to be removed for a reason. Blockage, I see blockage, separation. Yeah, you had to be ripped from this because this is something you would have hung on to. I'm not making this shit up. Like separation, blockage, you had to be ripped from them because it would not be beneficial for what's about to fucking go down or transpire on a worldwide scale. We've been waking up little by little, but now something happened. People have been feeling these weird symptoms. People's schedules have been off, myself included. You used to be a morning person, now you're a night person. You used to be a night person, now you're a morning person. Schedules change up, you feeling a little out your body, right? You feeling a little out your body, like you separating yourself not by choice. It's just like you don't even want to hear people's voice sometimes. That only lasts but for so long. Like you hear the TV in the back. Turn that TV down. Turn that TV down. Hold on, y'all, because that shit, see, I don't want to hear it. Not today. Not today. Hold on, you guys. One thing about my baby, he loves to be clean. He'll be like, Mommy, I'm going to take my bath like 3 times a day. You could take your bath at night, take a shower in the morning. That's how it goes. But yeah, he always want to clean his hands. That's a good thing, right? These new children, if they ain't proof that our ancestors actually exist, if these new children aren't proof of our ancestors really speaking through us, they come out so just aware is not even a word. They come out just change, the change we need to see, right? Not the change we want to be, but the change we need to see. Eternity. We got the eternity completion. So we was on the part where people was being ripped from you, right? You may be the type of person who scared yourself so much, or the sign scared you. Hi, you guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if anything resonates. You may have been that type of person. Like I said, these people are being forced out your life. You completed a cycle. When you see 999, that means you're ready for the next phase, whether you want to or not. Whether you think you ready or not, 999 may appear, or 99, or something significant about the number 9. 9 means a completion of a cycle, right? Or you may have seen the infinity, and then that shit just cut off, right? 9 is like, okay, it's no more loop. It's time to cut that bottom piece off. Now we taking another route. You had to take a detour, right? Let's pick our next one. I'm using all the fucking cards today, right? Seduction, temptation, third party interference. So I'm getting people, like I said, they may look like you, but those be the main ones trying to interfere in your glow up, your spiritual glow up. Not physical, your spiritual glow up. Because you could still look busted on the outside, but spiritually something has changed about you. It's like you looking through people and not just looking at them, right? And this may have happened at the beginning of this year, January. So I can speak for myself. My birthday's January, and that's not the real start of the year because we not getting into that, right? Um, yeah, you may be busted on the outside, but spiritually speaking, you had that glow up. You're talking about I'm busted. Shit. Somebody may have gotten caught. You may actually seen like, wait, these people really distractions. They're interfering with my glow up. That's why they had to be removed, right? By next summer, you'll get a information about what role each person played, because this is new. I'm getting this, whoever I'm speaking to, this happened. Okay, congratulations. Shit, them first babies be a challenge. Um, in January, when this like change happened, right? For you spiritually, like I said, you had to be rerouted for a reason. But by next summer, you shit gonna get shaken up. From January up until like June or July, I'm getting. Oh yeah, shit gonna be shooken up for real. Your life will never be the same. It will never go back to the way. And it's crazy, for every child that's born, someone must go. And that person who has a child, it may be on either side. But watch what I tell you. I had mine and I knew exactly, right? His grandma on his father's side wound up passing, but it wasn't a shock to me, because for every child, even my niece and nephew, every time I see them born, somebody else, that's the circle of life. That's how it goes. Like I said, your gifts, your awareness may scare you, but you're being protected. It's not meant to scare you. You won't die. You will not die from being shooken up a little. Sometimes that's what we need to activate our spirit, right? We need to be shooken up. We need to be surprised and see, oh, the truth is stranger than fucking fiction, right? It is scary. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. You were dimming your light for these people. You didn't know at the time, right, that if you have to dim yourself to be around people, they don't need to be in your space at all. You didn't know this at that time. You didn't realize what dimming your light looks like. Dimming your light means you can't fully be yourself. You can't fully speak your mind. That's dimming your light. You can't fully show your talents because you don't know if somebody gonna lie you or not, right? Somebody be plotting or not. Somebody gonna try to expose you or not. That's what dimming your light is. See, it is crazy how this is going to a specific individual, and we started out on ancestral, right? You're not doing this for you. It's not us. This is a selfless reason your ancestors woke you up. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. It was for them, right? To get the job done. Because everybody else, sometimes it be two people in the family that pick up that torch willingly, right? Like, fuck it. I want to change this world. I already feel like I don't fucking belong, so why not, right? You had nothing to lose at that point. Everybody else value their material shit. They keep it close. They praise it like it's a god, right? Don't touch my perfume. My perfume, that shit costs $950, right? They think more highly of material shit than spiritual shit. So your ancestors left their ass. They wasn't the person to get the job done, right? We all play a part in this big purpose of reparations. See, without us, we're the pawns in this. We're not bigger than the program. It's all about if you're allowing yourself to be used by the spiritual realm or not, right? Some of us are used for evil, and even like I say all the time, balance, right? It can't be light without darkness. So although some people may look like us, they still gonna be used by the ancestors. Those are the ones that don't give a fuck, right? The cutthroat ones. Even though we don't understand it, right? We don't understand it. And this, maybe I'm fucking wrong. Prove me wrong. I'll be surprised. But even the bad ones, even the people that do like wild shit, you be like, I couldn't relate. It's not that I wouldn't do it myself, right? But I understand, like, you gotta just be able to switch take your personality out of it. Maybe that's a mental maybe that's a mental disorder, right? Don't go to no therapist. Don't go to none of them, because they be quick to put all of us on drugs. And when you're on these drugs for no reason, that takes away from who you are. Them shits really affect you on a spiritual level, not just a physical. Your essence don't be the same. They want you to stop caring. They want you to stop really fighting, right? In the spirit. We don't gotta fight no more. We fighting. We really soldiers in the spirit, for real. The shit people scared to say, right? I'm not scared to speak on injustices. I've never been the type. Is when people those be quiet. Okay, you still get used. You want to be quiet. You want to witness some wicked shit. You'll still be used, but in a way that doesn't serve you at all, right? Fine. And it's this show I seen. What is it called? It was about the people, like people from the future. I love sci-fi, by the way. The people from the future came back and they was like in a body. Some of the bodies be drug addicts. Some of them be single moms. But they was from another realm, like time travelers. I think that was the show, Time Travelers. I love that show, right? And I seen that play in my head somewhat, like just to make it make sense for you guys. Time travelers, they come back, utilize us, right, to serve a mission, to live out a purpose, so that in the future things can turn in favor, on how it's supposed to be, right? Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously, right? We just spoke about speaking the truth on things and not being scared, right? Oh, I didn't even say not being scared. Maybe you're being cool not to be scared. Yeah, you scared the shit out yourself. Sometimes people scare the shit out you from how accurate they be. But you need to go with the flow. Trust. They'll point you in a direction. You're not in control. You're in control of yourself, right? But you're learning how to use and listen to your intuition. What it feels like when your ancestors are speaking, and what it feels like when you're speaking, when you're moving, when you're decision making. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. I love when this card comes out. Remember that. Because I used to be like, remember that. You just need a mustard seed. That's it. That shit'll work out for you and your bloodlines. Like, we talk about generational wealth, but in reality, that's what interests us the most. We want to make sure our children are good, our children's children, our children's children's children don't go through what we went through. Same way our ancestors wanted to make sure we didn't have to go through slavery how they did, to the extent they did. Does that mean we're not still being enslaved? No, but in a different form. That means mentally now. And even physically, because the shit, last time I checked in New York, stop and frisk was illegal, right? But does that mean people have stopped? The boys have stopped? No, that doesn't mean that. You ain't say nothing, I won't. Because niggas be too scared to speak up and fight for themselves, right? But then be the first when something go left on their side. It's like, who did it? Let's find them. Nobody willing to help, right? Because the intentions aren't pure. It's only in favor of you guys. We're vigilantes. That's what we call it, huh? Okay. Let mommy, here, go. Let mommy finish doing her reading. Okay. And one thing I noticed too, the emotion I picked up, like, I'm just like, it's given this stern energy. So you may have had a grandparent or grandparent, I was gonna say grandfather. So maybe like a male figure grandfather in your life who did not play that shit. If his no's mean no's, his yes mean yes, right? Your grandma was the sweetie pie. Your grandpa didn't play that shit. It seemed maybe that he was angry, right? Maybe that's the energy he gave, like a more direct, right?
Hey, what you show?
Oh, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up if anything resonates. I'm still a mommy at the end of the day, right? Like I said, he may have been more of the stern one, right? Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Your job isn't to focus on when these reparations are coming, right? It's just to go with the flow. Do your part. The way this comes in quicker, one, we speak it as a collective, right? Me speaking and everybody saying, oh, we gonna get our fucking reparations and they gonna get the repercussions. That's manifesting it quicker. Because now we're all on the same page. Is no man left behind, right? Even if it looked like it, is no man left behind. We're speaking it. We're actively manifesting by using our words, the way we think. The best way that your ancestors could work through you is you living your life, like I said, and we go back to the beginning, be the best you can be while here. Your job isn't to focus on fucking the pain they've been through, right? We know it's there. We know it's there and we feel it. Our job is to move tactical. Our job isn't, you don't never let the enemy know what move you gonna make before, like, okay, all us melanated brown golden people, we gonna move to this island, we're at this time. We don't let them know what the fuck we gonna do, right? Your job is to listen, and you be surprised. You ever see some shit like where people, you always in the right place at the right time for you, right? You always in the right place, and it's just because you had a gut feeling. You actually listen to your intuition, like, let me book that trip to fucking Jamaica. Let me book that trip to Panama, somewhere, right? And then you get there, you see people you know. You like, what the fuck? You see mad people like, oh yeah, you from New York? Oh, you from Georgia? And it's like, how we all wind up here? And the next thing, some big shit happened back home, right, in the U.S. And we like, shit. That's how the universe works. It's not for us to know all their plans, our ancestors' plans. It's just for us to be so in tune with ourselves, so much in love with ourselves, right? And what we got going on that we can hear clearly at the right time. Because it's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming. And I'm you know how many dreams I didn't had, how many people who asked me, like, yeah, I had it. I didn't even never tell her my dream about this water situation or whatever. And it was like almost like these camps, right? I had a few different dreams. I was in the hood, people lined up. It was like lines. Some bright shit shot across, and it was people being like dragged back to where that light came from. It was like more like a spiritual. And then I had this dream. It's so vivid. Most of my dreams are vivid, so I remember them, like almost like movies. The girl tells me her dream while I was in the shelter, and I'm like, why is everybody? She wasn't the first person to tell me something about like a big water, like the ocean involved, right? Or like a natural disaster. And I'm like, what the? She said, oh, what's your plan if that happens? I'm like, that's crazy. And I started telling her my dream. And I said, that's crazy because you're like the second to third person to tell me a similar dream, but just in a different way. I said, and my plan was always Florida, right? But I told her, I said, my plan is to go where God tell me to go. That's what I told her, right? So we all listening and on point with ourselves and doing our daily rituals that we supposed to, our routines, potato, fucking potato, same shit. If we are in tune, we'll hear clearly at the right time, right? But it's coming. Why you think, oh shit, in an uproar? You see what is weird shit going on? Yeah, weird shit been going on since the beginning of time. But hold on, you guys. Mommy. So we gonna keep it short today because I'm not gonna keep pausing it. And Raja, he just look at the bottom of the deck, the tower card, right? Things must be uprooted, but trust you'll be right where you need to be when this shit happen. But it's just foresight, right? I always predict shit too early. It's not even prediction. I always get insight about stuff too early, and there's a reason we get insight about stuff before years, months, fucking centuries before it happened. You know why? It's just to let us know because we so in tune with I was at a point where I wasn't praying or giving thanks to my ancestors and actually tuning. You think all these gifts just come from me? Things that I'm naturally drawn to? Hell fucking no. If it was up to me, I'd sit my ass here and be on the beach somewhere, right? But these gifts are starting to be nurtured, and I nurtured them. Going to school, that fed that ancestor that likes to draw. That was a fucking real artist, right? With no class. They was just naturally good at something. Excuse me. They was just naturally good at something. These things must, the old you still you have permit, we have free will, right? But we aren't the only ones to reside. People make anything that black people do, brown people do, right? Fuck a black, because this is black once again. Anything that we do always has to be associated with the evil. I don't judge people who do fucking voodoo. I personally don't do it. But me lighting my white candle and doing protection work for me and my baby, me doing my spiritual bath for us, somebody would see that as fucking voodoo. That's not me attacking nobody. That's me bringing in more peace, more love, right? And they even tricked us to the point where we're judging each other when we all this new shit, all this new religion was just meant to but see, it's codes and everything. So that we're not even gonna get into that, but we know what it is, right? Don't be so quick to judge, because that shit, as long as you're not doing shit to, sometimes people do need to be stopped, right? Well, sometimes people do, and I agree. I just personally don't do it, but people that do it, shit, you over there bothering children, the innocent, the elderly, right, who have lived worse shit than you for the most part, and just did the best they could to get through life. Oh yeah, I'm in favor for it. That matter of fact, that needs to be the justice system for people. That needs to be the justice system, not just a fucking building with them niggas next door, just a little further away. Like, nah, that don't need to be. People need real justice. Children need real justice. The innocent, the truth speakers need real justice. You know how many bitches spoke even worse than me? And I'm saying bitches because that's how I talk, right? But how many women, aware women, self-in-tune women spoke the truth and are no longer here? People usually like that get silenced. We're not going to pretend about Sandra Bland and all these people who just mysteriously, like, come on. They want us to sweep shit under the rug. Say less. We didn't sweep shit. Let your ancestors work for you. That's the best way for this shit to come in even quicker. We all thinking this similar. We all moving similar. Everybody focus on inward. We're not watching the distractions. We don't give a fuck what the orange nigga doing. We don't care, right? Because we know we're protected. We know we'll hear where we need to go, when we need to go, how we need to do it, right? This tower, and I wasn't surprised when I seen the tower at the bottom. The tower always happens like this foundation ain't shit sturdy about it. So who wants to keep I made a video in my earlier days of YouTube when I said let the whole shit crumble down. Get out. When I said let the whole shit crumble down, the whole foundation. If they want to change the Constitution, let them do it, right? Ain't nothing sturdy or great about, or never was great about Constitution and the way this system is set up. And I keep doing that because, like, come on, we already. He gonna be crying for a little minute, cause that's what happens when babies don't want to get no fucking sleep, and he think he gonna be up to 3 a.m. now. Come away from my stuff. And I gotta cleanse this place. He gonna take his nice bath. Best believe tonight I will be speaking over his water. I told you no, don't touch anything up here. They don't want to hear you crying in the background. You hear me? So hush. I'm not even gonna show y'all him. He being aggy. Like, he being real aggy. And that's what I'm saying. I don't like him around while I do the readings, because the energy I feel, it goes somewhere. It have to, right? I could pick up on energy, and it's not even me trying. Before, it was different. It was just me. Like, I told y'all a story about how I was at the job, and this dude pissed me off, and I kept that. I was like, yo, because people don't realize it takes more strength to do the right thing than, I could easily crash out, right? You got to be a bigger person, a more aware person. You have to make conscious decisions. The nigga pissed me off so bad that I'm like, I like riding bikes, right? I was riding my bike back to the job, stopped at the liquor store because I'm about to get over. We used to drink on the job. So I bought 2 bottles of wine, one for home, one for the job. Yes, I've been drinking wine. I know it's giving real alky, but fucking I made it back to the job and I was calm now. And I was like, I'm gonna tell my coworkers anyway about what happened. Why? As soon as I get to the front bottles, as soon as I took that, you know, that breath of relief, the bottle said boom, crashed right in front of the thing. I'm like, yo, let me tell y'all what just happened. Now I wasn't sure if they understood energy being transferred. It has to go somewhere. So anytime I pick up on this energy, he feels it too because we are in the same space, right? We're in the same space. So that's why I make sure he don't know how to transmute energy. He don't know how to, like, let me draw a picture to get this off of me or to get clarity. Babies don't know that. So it's my job to teach him how to transmute. He's going to know by seeing what I do. He knows my Palo Santo do like this. And he know I mop with the lavender or the rose water or whatever. He knows, right? These are healthy practices. This shit can't harm him. But somebody out there, when he gets older, they will look at it as voodoo. They will look at it as, I don't give a fuck how they look at it. They're going to look at it as something negative. Right? Because he in tune. Oh, he would definitely be in tune. He would not go through half the shit I went through, right? Unaware. Because I didn't have people to and even if they just kept it discreet, right? They never said, oh, this is how we do this. I lived with many different people. I was exposed to many different energies. You may have been that person who, and this may be a message for somebody, you go around many different people daily, depending on the job you do, and that's your transferring energy. People, even if they say hi with a fucking smile on their face, that's an exchange of energy. You don't know what the fuck they do behind closed doors. You don't know the type of person they are. All you know is they said hi to you. That made your day, right? You see how people say hi? That shit don't do a fuck thing. Some you know, like, see, because I'm more sensitive to certain. I'm sensitive to the fucking world. I'm allergic to everything. I can't do what everybody else do, right? Moving forward, you will see who will be a waste of your time and who's meant to be on your journey. And mind you, we cross paths with each other for certain reasons, certain seasons. Everything isn't meant to, oh, I found the good person. They meant to, you know, we find good shit and we like to possess it. No, we only cross each other's path for reasons at the end of the day. So you may be having people that come along, whoever I was speaking to about you being awakened earlier this year or having an epiphany or being more tuned in, your practices. I said, don't touch my stuff. More practices coming in. You may be called to upgrade your spiritual practices, right? Do something new, something that's effective. Y'all can see my crib fucked up one sec during the day, hell yeah, right? Because I let him play freely and you see what he do. But during the night it's clean. And the one day I skip it, that's when I feel it. I know if I don't go to sleep, it's not even a mental thing. But last night I had black sleep. I don't have that. Every time I skip or don't cleanse, some of us can't skip a day. Because there be so many attacks, so many fucking energy, people thinking about you. People, I don't know what the fuck they got going on, right? I be ready to snatch this shit up, but I gotta forget I'm here. It's hot. And my brain needs to breathe at this point, right? You may need to get out in nature more. Not just to work and from work, but actually take the time, no phone. Not who that? Always laughing. You're silly. You're silly. Not just to work and back home, but actually let me go put my feet in the fucking grass, right? We look at the niggas who hug trees crazy every day. But they be wanting something. In this world, when you're doing the right thing, it's always going to look crazy. It's always going to be weird. It's always going to be misunderstood. People always going to have something to say. When you're doing something, minding your damn business. That nigga hugging a tree ain't bothering nobody. He's not bothering nobody. He's just more in tune with nature. If you ask me, I always seen it like, wow, I wish I was that fucking bold. I wish I was that bold. Yes, Buggy.
I changed my fan.
Okay. Let mommy finish. No, you're not getting none. No. This is what he do with my cards. Remind me to yes, I got him his baby bonnet. I'm sorry, I always get sidetracked. I got him a baby bonnet and some pink lotion because he going through his dry hair phase. But yeah, like I said, these and I keep looking back at this tower card. Towers happen for a reason. Don't touch my oil no more. This nigga chilling whole time. This is us right now. This is us. Look how he chilling. This is the tower card. Everything falling apart behind the scenes, crashing, and he peaceful. This the nigga that be hugging the tree. This the nigga that be hugging the tree. He good. He protected, right? He have an unnatural peace. Like, what the fuck you peaceful for? And the buildings next door is crashing down. You not scared? No, because he where he needs to be, and he know everything is working out for a higher purpose, right? It's not our job to stress why it's happening. We know why. So they give us insight little by little of why it's happening. It's happening because you tried to enslave and capture good people. That's why you tried. But you're not succeeding because you see every century that goes by, the more people are freer and freer and freer. We're at a time now where, like I said, the children come out, they free, they do what the fuck they want to do, right? It's our job to show them the way of the world and how to serve out their purpose and live a long life, right? Because, see, we can't make the same mistakes. In their eyes, we can't make the same mistakes as non-melanated people. People are quick to tell you, oh, no, that's illusion. That's a... Fuck what they talking about. We know the facts. Our life is different. From the time we have to be trained a different way than them. They can be free who they are, right? We still always have to have these restraints on us. We have to mind... I said stop. He about to spill my week. Rajad. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's how. The mom is back. Y'all might hear him crying in the back, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. He's unruly, and we're gonna get it straightened, right? Let me end this reading here because my baby, he just will not let me be. That mean I've said enough, right? You're being led to where you need to be at this time. You know what you need to do. Like I said, your spiritual practices will evolve over time, right? Reparations come in the form of you. They come in the form of you being free. It's not just, oh, land 20 acres and a mule. That's not That's not enough. That's not enough, right? The fact that you'll be able to be your highest self. Those are reparations. Things that your ancestors couldn't do, you'll be able to do. Those are forms of reparations. See, back in the day, let me just put, because the reading done. Back in the day, right, we used to get our ass beat the fuck up. All of us was abused for the most part, right? Parents don't play that. But nowadays, you can't do, like I said, I'm not that angry because I know he just he came out the way he is. I didn't teach him how to throw cars, throw shit at mommy, right? He just does it. But certain things need to be corrected. Like I said, I don't teach him by the way of the world. I teach him how I'm called to. So it will be balanced. And he needs a nap. So I'm going to get off of here. Deuces, love you guys. Put that thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next time. Hopefully I'll be able to make some sure to sleep. But yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Deuces, love you guys.